It's not the car, it's this one. Ferrari around me, Ferrari in the glass. There's $100 million cars are parked here like it's a picnic.
That is a 288 GTO. That's $10 million right there.
Only Hamilton is already taken by Kim Kardashian. So.
Damn! Apparently, this is breakfast. It's 11 a.m. Ferrari around me, Ferrari in the glass, and I'm standing in the field in Bridgehampton, and there's $100 million cars are parked here like it's a picnic. I was here last year, and every year I ask myself, in a place where everything costs a fortune, what is the real luxury? Let's find out. This is the Rubis Show. Join me. Bradford, 20 years of this. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What makes you feel these butterflies the morning off?
I can't believe we got so many cars, so many people. I thank God for the weather, and we're doing some great charity work for the Southampton Animal Shelter and for the South Fork Historical Museum, also known as SOFO. But I love dogs more than people.
I feel the same thing, yes.
Shall we walk on the stage?
Absolutely, because I see the supercar, that's Ferrari.
This is an SP1. It's one of the rarest Ferraris. As you can see, it only seats one for one special person. But we do have about $100 million, probably more, of other cars out there.
But what about the price of this car?
I would say $5+ million. It really depends on how you create the car. Put it this way, it's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, yes.
That is a 288 GTO. That's $10 million right there. And that is a 959. That was, Bill Gates bought that car. Not that particular one, but that was a car that Bill Gates bought. The 950, yeah, the 959. That was one of his first Porsches.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, okay, $100 million of...
Probably more.
Yeah, probably more. On this lawn,
Yeah.
What's more complicated? What's harder to curate, the car show or the people?
Well, I think it's a combination. The cars make the show, the people make the show, but we have a very special policy here. Everyone has to be nice, or else they get kicked out.
The most rare car over here.
And that's a special Jaguar. But there's quite a few made. But that is in the $8 to $10 million range. And they only made a very, very limited amount of the SP1s. Very special, yeah.
Can I ask who's the owner?
No.
No.
Private.
Katie, you are a car enthusiast. What car did you drive here today?
Well, I wish I would have driven a Ferrari, but I didn't.
I'm on your team.
I know, but I brought a Mercedes. But I love to watch F1. And my team...
What F1 team?
Well, Ferrari, F1, you have McClurk, and then you have Hamilton. Only Hamilton is already taken by Kim Kardashian. So
Damn!
I know, right? But at least I can go for the other guy.
What do you value in cars? Like speed, as we talk, and the design, maybe?
You know what? It's all about design. It's industrial design, down to every detail.
We're so different from men because we see the cars differently, right?
Like, a guy just cares how fast it goes and if he can pick up a chick.
How often do you discuss the cars with the guy?
With the guy? Yes. With the guy?
Yes.
Oh, my husband really isn't into cars. So, I mean, he grew up in New York, so he doesn't really drive.
Okay. Here's what nobody tells you. I feel like this because nobody is actually looking at the cars. They're looking at who's looking at the cars. $100 million of horsepower. And the most expensive thing here is everyone's attention. I love it. I really do. How did you drive here today?
I have a BMW, it's vintage, like me. but I really like old cars though. Like I love my car because I have a CD player and I refuse to change it and I keep repairing it. But I love all the cars. This is the biggest event in the Hamptons. There's no better place for car showing like this, like the Ferrari. My favorite cars are 1960s. Yes. Yeah. So it's like, I love it.
You know that glovebox can tell a lot of things about his owner. So what is in your glovebox?
Everything.
Everything?
I think like I'm more like a Pandora's box. I have to have everything. But like my scissors are the key, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and then my sharp tools.
We have Todd English here, American celebrity chef and restaurateur for all these decades. You've made a lot of TV shows. You have built the restaurants. You have written the cookbooks. After all these years, what still excites you most about food?
I still, the reason I love this business, and I've been very fortunate with that through my career. Thank you for being able to get and do all the things that I thought I do. I was just a cook, and then all of a sudden my world lit up like I didn't believe. So for me, cooking for people and enjoying a good time around food. I mean, I think that it breaks all barriers down. It's food is our greatest democracy. When we get around the table, we break bread. Kind of everything goes away, and we can have a good time.
Right?
It's so important, yeah, and it's so important to, I think, just for humanity, longevity, all the things that we want now, and health and wellness. And there's no better place to do it than around the table with great food.
Healthy or tasty?
All tasty and healthy, usually, or both. Sometimes maybe not always so healthy. That's okay.
You're presenting an English award today. So what does a car need to have to deserve it?
No pun intended. I'm very about classic lines and classic cars, and this was an XKE. I'm not even sure which year it was, but it was one of the best, most beautiful cars designed, and I love the style of it. And you don't see many of them left anymore. They don't make them anymore. So, as a kid, I had that car. It was a James Bond car, so kind of brought me back to my childhood.
We're in the place where everything costs a fortune. Yeah. So, what is the real luxury to you?
Luxury is defined in many different ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be the most expensive wine, most expensive champagne. It's more about experience than it is about the price. Mm-hmm. And so if you have an experience that is memorable, then you're going to have something that's going to last forever.
You have lots of restaurants. I'm sure that you have lots of proposals in these restaurants. Yeah. Do you remember them?
Yeah. I get that a lot. A lot of people go, I proposed to my now wife.
They come
in my restaurant, and it's more often than I actually thought. And so, but it always means a lot to me because obviously it's a special moment in their lives, so it makes it a special moment for me as well.
I think that's an honor, right? Yeah. That's the luxury. When people want to talk about love in your restaurant.
Yeah, and their memory is
they make memories in your restaurant.
Yeah, they're linked to what to what I am,
The Golden Live drops off this fall. Honestly, who's the real troublemaker on Palm Beach?
Actually, the show isn't about troublemaking because we're not Bravo, we're E. The Golden Life is living your best life as possible, inspiring women and lifting up women, but having fun. And of course, we have a little altercation because who doesn't? We're like sisters.
What does it mean to live your best life?
The Golden Life, it's about women who are older. We're empty nesters. Some of us are divorced and we're living our best life ever. Getting older doesn't mean you're getting older. I feel like I'm forever fabulous. That's why I'm giving you the award today, the most fabulous car, because I feel better now than I did 30 years ago when I had my daughter. I mean, life is meant to be enjoyed, and we enjoy our lives, whether it be charity work, golfing, tennis, entertaining, just, endless energy. And it's just, I don't know, I'm living my best life now.
We are at this car show. Have you found perfect fit for you?
Well, I'm actually a car person. I'm a big fan of cars and Formula One and car racing. So I come here every year. One year I was actually a sponsor, and I already have the cars that I want. Well, most of them. I have an Aston Martin DB11, which is the love of my life, car-wise, and then a few others that are fantastic as well. So it's beautiful. I mean, what I love about this show is that you see all the cars from the dealers, all the new cars that are out, but you also see the cars of all the guests that come here, which are a collection on its own, which are parked over there. So it's good to also take a look around those because you see phenomenal.
Do you love the speed?
Oh, yes. Yes, I don't usually get into a lot of trouble. I'm one that likes to step on the gas.
I can relate to that because you can feel the car, right?
Well, I've also done more than a couple of car racing in actual tracks, like Monticello, and then in the south of France with Renault Formula 3. And it was a fantastic experience. And you get to experience a teensy bit of what these Formula 1 drivers actually experience in the car, or the F3, really, because F1 is a whole other level. But it was very funny because we were a group of friends that were doing all of this together. And then the next day, we all woke up with bruises, right? And so we all went to the pool at the hotel, and everybody was looking at us like, what have you guys been doing, because of the bruises from the G-forces. So that was, very funny.
But you're the owner of one fancy gem in the Hamptons, the Baker House. But it's not only a hotel. You have lots of things that's going on there.
Yes, we have great programming. The Baker House I've owned for 22 years, so that's a long time. We do aperitivo Thursday through Saturdays from 5 to 8. We have a spa, which is fantastic. And it's not like you go into a little room, you get like a big sizable room with swim against the current pool in the middle. Then you have a sauna, you have a steam shower. We also do a taste of Peru because I'm half Italian, half Peruvian. So we do a taste of Peru once a month. We also do afternoon tea in the true English tradition.
Sorry, English.
Yeah.
Judy, it's so good to see you. You look amazing and sunny as always because you're a fashion icon. Have you had a chance to see the cars on the lawn today? And today we had the Sexiest Car Award by Candace Bushnell, and maybe you had your choice.
Well, if I could buy any car, I think I'd buy that red Ferrari right behind us. Has a big stripe on it.
That's a good choice.
It's such an exciting car to drive in.
What do you value in the car?
I love all the sports cars. It's hard to choose because they're so spectacular. They're easy to drive around in the Hamptons. Plus, they give you a lot of attention.
And the girls love attention.
Well, so do men.
Here we support Southampton Animal Shelter Foundation.
Also, it's such a wonderful shelter because it really helps the animals, the homeless babies, I call them, and little angels. So if you buy a car today, well, the money goes.
We can help them. What is the real luxury today? A car or maybe a rescue puppy?
I don't know. I guess the car and the puppy.
And the puppy in the car. This looks beautiful. We know that that's the backyard of your house. How do you feel? $100 million of cars on the lawn.
It's a privilege to host this magnificent event. We have Ferraris of every year, model, color, and style here. And it's really, really amazing to see these beautiful, beautiful automobiles. So here we are in Bridgehampton. It is a perfect day out here. Everybody's here because they want to be here. Everybody's happy. And it's just a great day here.
Can you share your favorite brand of car?
Absolutely. It's clearly a Ferrari, okay?
Sure.
Okay?
So classic.
Well, it's the Italians have beautiful, iconic design, and they always hold their value. People always appreciate a Ferrari. How could you not? They're works of art. So one day I'll own one day. But I love them all.
Do you believe when someone chooses a specific color for his car, it speaks a lot about his character?
It's absolutely a reflection of their character. I mean, if you have a red car, it's because you want people to look at you, I suppose, right? But other cars reflect your personality. So maybe a blue car, maybe you're, say, more thoughtful.
I like a white car. It's simple, it's classic, it's elegant.
Ah, yes.
And luxury. Can I ask what cars do you have?
White cars, Mercedes-Benz.
It's a nice choice. So what's the real luxury here? It's not the car. It's this one. And he has no idea what Ferrari is. He just wants someone to take him home. And that's the most expensive thing that I saw today. And it's free. I'm Tania Rubis, and you're watching The Rubis Show. See you next time. Bye.